Hello, hello, my fabulous Msoul. This is Venus Callida here, and I've been walking through the forest on this beautiful day. I hope you've had a chance to get outside and get some fresh air. Let's see if I could bring myself up. Oh, I'm just so tall. Well, I am here with Bambi and Thumper and Flower and some little birdies, and I'm here in a beautiful forest having, they call it a forest bathing now. When you walk through a forest as a kid, we just thought that was just running around in the forest. Anyways, but we're here to eat like Bambi. And what does that mean? I remember spending some early summer mornings on cottages at my friend's cottage, and I always noticed that in the springtime, coming out of winter, all of the trees up to a certain point, which is about my height, which is why I realized it, all along the shores of the bay were stripped. The bark was gone, the leaves were not growing from the branches, but everything from just above my height up was fully flourished with new buds and new leaves and all green. And I thought it was a funny thing to see. I'm like, does the water ever like flood that high? And they said, no, actually, it's deer. The deer could walk across the frozen ponds, and when they couldn't find other food, they would eat the bark and they would eat the leaves that they could reach. And that makes sense because giraffes, they're up way up high. They can eat from the tops of the leaves, and us here down at the bottom, we eat the bottom ones. So it made sense. It's kind of neat. And so I thought, since June was dedicated to eating like in the Disney movies, I had to visit Bambi. Aww. And what would that mean for us to eat like Bambi? Well, I thought about this. And there are things that deer eat that humans love to eat or humans can eat without giving themselves any toxic poisons. So let's give this a try. Welcome. So this is Venus Callida here to host a new Disney movie inspired Riddle Me Din Din. It's our last Disney inspired Riddle Me Din Din for a while, although there's one more snack night coming up where we revisit The Lady and the Tramp. But for now, this episode is really original. What I'm going to feed you is really original, and I think vegetarians out there, vegans, will maybe appreciate this because deers are herbivores. So I hope you'll be intrigued and try this out. It's the Bambi edition. Let's get started. Riddle me this. What tree has two eyes but can't see? Do 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 do. Riddle number 2. I'm a viscous liquid used in cooking. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 3. I am a grain you can sprinkle, adding a seawater taste to your food. What am I? Do 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 ba-na-na-na-na. All right. Let's review. Let's see if you could crack my codes. Just 3 easy ingredients. Number 1, what tree has 2 eyes but can't see? It's a white pine. Looking at the spelling, the letter I in white and the letter I in pine. Hee hee hee, dad joke. We're just going to need a couple strips of pine bark. And that's right, it's edible for humans. Pine bark. The deeper the strip, the better, I'm told. In riddle number 2, I am a viscous liquid used in cooking. What am I? It's oil. So use the oil of your choice. Riddle number 3. I am a grain you can sprinkle, adding a seawater taste to your food. What am I? Salt. So pine bark, oil, and salt to taste. So Venus, you may ask, what does this make? It's fried Bambi bark. And no kidding, certain barks are edible for humans. Pine is one of them, and here's what we do. Peel off the outermost bark of a pine tree. Peel strips in the white inner bark. You want the inner bark. Rinse the peeled bark. Heat up a little oil in a frying pan. Fry the bark. That's it. If you're not into bacon, use the pine bark. Then add salt if you wish to taste. For humans, you can actually eat pine bark with very little preparation. So if you're stuck in the wilderness, hey, you're welcome. You can survive, if as long as you know what a pine is. Some of the main ways of eating it are boiling it and frying it. I tried it fried. You're supposed to get the innermost bark, and that's apparently the most palatable part of the bark. So it tasted fine. It kind of crumbled in my mouth, and I was thinking it was going to be a bit crispier when you fry it, but it was okay. It turned into kind of a powder when I chewed it, so have some water handy, and I wouldn't go out of my way to eat it, but if I were starving in the wilderness, if it was an apocalypse, if I could win $1,000,000 surviving naked and blind in the forest, if I could tell what a white pine was, I would eat this. I wouldn't mind snacking on pine bark. It would definitely keep me from getting scurvy. It's packed with vitamin C. Surprise, surprise. So, I don't know if you can imagine having a Bambi themed party and serving bark, but I think that would be, I would love it because it would be such a unique thing to serve and a unique thing to talk about. So, I know that deer don't live on bark alone. So we're going to go for round 2, part A, but unfortunately I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to take a tiny little break. I'm going to be right back, and then we're going to start round 2. Maybe grab a drink of water and hydrate while you're waiting. I'll be right back. See you soon. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. So sorry for that. I don't know if you can hear me. So sorry for that. Okay, we're back. Everything's good. Everything's good. Honestly, I've been intermittent fasting, and it's starting to work. No, I still have my beverages. I still have a proper breakfast, and I do have a meal at the end of the day. But I don't feel like if I'm sitting on my butt and I haven't gone swimming that day, I haven't exercised, that I need 3 square meals. I think that's just too much. But 2, the beginning and the end. But yeah, just I definitely need to keep drinking water though, because I can feel it if I'm not hydrating. And deers drink water too. Yay! Let's be like a deer. Drinking to your health and mind. Chin chin. Please hydrate. Okay. You know that I have trouble just limiting my menus to 3 parts, but in this case, we have a part A and a part B for round 2. It's just needed. It just has to happen. I mean, Bambi has 2 buddies there, 2 besties. I got 2 little birdies here by my side. We need something for everybody. So, here we go. Round 2, part A. Riddle me this. I'm a dark green leafy veggie whose name rhymes with pale. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 2. Papa eats me to be strong. What am I? Riddle number 3. I'm a variety of beet with broad white leaf stalks and dark green wrinkly leaves. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 4. If I have 4 leaves, I'm considered very lucky, and you can make a wish on me. What am I? All right. Riddle number 5. I am the freshly sprouted first leaves of the common wheat plant used in foods and drinks. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 6. I am a fruit that comes in green, purple, and red. People make me into wine. What am I? Riddle number 7. I am a small edible red fruit whose name sounds like rushing water. What am I? Riddle number 8. I am the fruit of the oak tree, a smooth oval nut in a cup-shaped base. What am I? Banana, bump, bump, banana, bump, bump, banana, 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 banana. Do 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 do. Riddle number 9. I am a soft timber evergreen tree with clusters of long needle-shaped leaves. What am I? Alright, Msoul, let's review and find out how many of these riddles you could solve. In riddle number 1, I'm a dark green leafy vegetable whose name rhymes with pale. What am I? Kale. We'll need 1 cup of baby kale for this recipe. In riddle number 2, Papa eats me to be strong. What am I? Spinach. We'll need 1 cup of spinach for this recipe. In riddle number 3, I'm a variety of beet with broad white leaf stalks and dark green wrinkled leaves. What am I? Chard. And we'll need 1 cup of chard for this recipe. Riddle number 4, if I have 4 leaves, I'm considered very lucky, and you can make a wish on me. What am I? It's clover, so clover sprouts. We'll need a 1/2 cup. Riddle number 5, I am the freshly sprouted first leaves of the common wheat plant used in foods and drinks. What am I? Wheatgrass. We'll need a 1/4 cup wheatgrass for this recipe. In riddle number 6, I'm a fruit that comes in green, purple, and red. People make me into wine. What am I? Grapes. We're going to need 3/4 cup of grapes that have been cut into halves. Riddle number 7. I'm a small edible red fruit whose name sounds like rushing water. What am I? A currant. Specifically, dried red currants. We'll need 1/3 cup of dried red currants. Riddle number 8. I am the fruit of the oak tree, a smooth oval nut in a cap-shaped base. What am I? Acorn. They must, this is a warning, maybe, warning, acorns must be pre-soaked before you cook with them. We need a 1/4 cup of pre-soaked acorns. Riddle number 9. I am a soft timber evergreen tree with clusters of long needle-shaped leaves. What am I? Pine bark. We've already used some of this before. Fry it up, and you can sprinkle it on this meal to taste on top. So Venus, you may query, what does this make? It's a thumper salad, right, Thumper, little bunny? So I wanted to make something using lots of food shown in Bambi as ingredients. So, since deers graze and bunnies graze, I wanted a salad. And here's how to prepare it. Mix the kale, spinach, chard, sprouts, and grass. Throw in the grapes, currants, and the acorns on top. Sprinkle the fried bark on the very top to taste. And you're going to dress with the thing that's coming up next. Chef notes, acorns are actually edible. However, you need to soak them in warm water, specifically warm water, until they aren't bitter anymore. The soaking takes out the toxins in the acorns so you don't die. Yeesh, don't die, people. You soak those acorns. Soak your nuts. Soak your nuts good. Throw out that water. Don't drink it. Okay. Now, we need a dressing for this thumper salad. So, who's the bestie? Here comes round 2, part B. Riddle me this. Some of me may have come from comets, and most of me is found in the oceans of Earth. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 2. How can you get a rash of good luck? A rash of good luck. I don't know. What do you think? Do 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 do. Riddle number 3. With every sip, tales untold. What am I in your glass so bold? Do 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 do. Riddle number 4. Feeling pitiful? Feeling pressed? Feeling stuffed? Me too. What am I? Riddle number 5. I'm something that is sticky. I'm something that is sweet. I'm something Winnie the Pooh will eat. What am I? Da 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 da. Riddle number 6. I'm the only rock humans can eat. I flavor your food and I cure your meat. What am I? Riddle number 7. I'm a spice that rhymes with stepper. I'm found before pot, corn, mill, and mint. What am I? Riddle number 8. It's said that when life gives you these, you should make something you should drink. What am I? Do 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 do. All right, let's review Msoul. Welcome, viewers. We're in the middle of solving round 2, part B. The first riddle was, some of me may have come from comets, and most of me is found in the oceans. What am I? Water. How can you get a rash of good luck? A rash of good luck? You cross poison ivy with a 4-leaf clover. Lol. So for this recipe, we're going to need 1 to 2 tablespoons of dried red clover blossom. Okay, and a half cup of water. All right. Riddle number 3. With every sip, tales untold. What am I in your glass so bold? It's wine. We'll need 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar for this recipe. And riddle number 4. Feeling pitiful? Feeling pressed? Feeling stuffed? Me too. What am I? It's olive. And what we'll need is actually olive oil, a 1/4 cup of olive oil for this recipe. And riddle number 5, I'm something that is sticky. I'm something that is sweet. I'm something Winnie the Pooh will eat. What am I? Honey. I will need 3 tablespoons of honey for this recipe. In riddle number 6, I'm the only rock humans can eat. I flavor your food and I cure your meat. What am I? It's kosher salt. And we'll need a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, for this recipe. Riddle number 7, I am a spice that rhymes with stepper. I'm found before pot, corn mill, and mint. What am I? It's a dash of black pepper, pepper pot, peppercorn, pepper mill, peppermint. All right, we'll need 1/8 teaspoon or a dash of black pepper. In riddle number 8, it's said that when life gives you some of these, you should make something you can drink. What is it? Lemon juice. We'll need a 1/2 teaspoon lemon juice for this recipe. So Venus, you may question, what does this make? It's Flour's salad dressing. See Flour, cute little, better than Pepe Le Pew. This guy smells nice. Hey, little Flour. It's Bambi's buddy. So it's Flour's salad dressing, and here's how to prep it. Boil the water and the red clover blossoms together for 7 to 10 minutes. Using a colander, strain out and discard the blossoms, but keep that water. Save that remaining water contents in a bowl. Put it aside. Add the rest of your ingredients into this bowl of saved water that has the clover essence and mix it well. Pour this over your thumper salad and enjoy. Yum yum. We have our means as deers are herbivore, but what for dessert? I couldn't leave you hanging. So I really thought about what deers love to eat in the middle of a fruitful summer when things are plentiful. And I found the perfect recipe. So get ready for round 3. Here we go. Riddle me this. I am the fuzzy version of a tangerine. What? No, I think it's nectarine. What is it? Do 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 nectarine. Dee 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 dee. I was gonna. Nectarine. Okay. Riddle number 2. I helped Newton discover gravity, and I was the vehicle of poison for Snow White. What am I? Do 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 do. Boo do 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 boop boop dee doo dee doo dee. Riddle number 3. I am a term of endearment for a young, sweet girlfriend. What am I? Na 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 na. Riddle number 4. I am a sweet tasty with a little molasses left behind. What could I be? Do 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 do. Okay. I found it hard to find a riddle for this one. And I kept finding something that I hope no one will be offended by. I have too many riddles. Oh no. Well, this is important. This is our dessert. We've got to have it. So, this riddle as I found it. If you are a person of ill repute in the islands, what would you be called? If you're a person of ill repute in the islands, what would you be called? Do 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 do. Okay, Hero Flame, you're not gonna at all love me for this. It's kind of a raunchy riddle, but I am a thing that rhymes with found butt peg. Look, this channel's listed as not for kids, okay? Found butt peg. It rhymes with found butt peg. All right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I am a synonym for one of Bambi's very good friends. What could I be? Do 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 ba da 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 da. Oh, I hope I'm not driving you nuts. Just a few more, just a few more. Okay. I am a compound word. And I am usually found before baby, shack, and cube. What am I? I am a compound word found before baby, shack, and cube. Do 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 do. Do 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 ba da 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 da. Okay. I am a two-word ingredient that rhymes with faking chowder. I'm not faking chowder. But what could I be? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. I am a thing you can sprinkle, and I rhyme with fault, malt, and halt. What am I? Do 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 do. Da 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 bum bum ba da 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 da. Okay, if you've ever seen the commercial, I am that thing they call mellow yellow. And then they tell you to just do this to it. Oh, this sounds so terrible. What is it? Da-na-na-na-na-na, just it. Da-na-na-na-na-na, just it. La 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 la. All right. Hopefully, Kendall, you might be too young for that one. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I am the thing that comes from a cow, so pilk is not my ilk. What am I? Do 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 bum 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 bum. All right, here is the last one, and then this round will be over. I scream, you scream, we all scream for what? That's as easy as I can think to do this one. All right, everybody, let's put Kendall over out of their misery. Let's review and find out how many of these riddles you were able to solve. This was a long one, but it's dessert. It's awesome. It's going to be worth the work. All right, riddle me this. I'm a fuzzy version of a nectarine. What am I? Peaches, and we'll need 4 cups of peaches, sliced, peeled, fresh or frozen, doesn't matter, but make sure they're thawed. Riddle number 2, I helped Newton discover gravity and was the vehicle of poison for Snow White. What am I? It is an apple, and we'll need 1 medium tart apple peeled and thinly sliced. Riddle number 3, I'm a term of endearment for a young, sweet girlfriend. What am I? Sugar, sugar, sugar. We'll need a 3rd cup of sugar for this recipe. Riddle number 4, I'm a sweet tasty with a bit of molasses left behind. What is it? Brown sugar. And we're going to need a 3rd cup brown sugar packed. That means smack it down, make it tight. All right, riddle number 5. If you are a person of ill repute in the islands, please don't hate me for this, what would they call you? The cinnamon. The cinnamon. I can't say it right, I don't have the accent. So we're going to need 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Cinnamon for this recipe. Riddle number 6. I am a thing that rhymes with found butt peg. I'm sorry, there's no other way. And what it is ground nutmeg, and we'll need a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, I'm so sorry for that one. Hero Flame, do not shoot me. Do not leave my channel. There was no other way. All right, riddle number 7, a synonym for one of Bambi's very good friends. Oh, it's a homonym. Aw, I have to go back to school. Homonym. A homonym is something that it sounds the same as something else, but they're just spelled differently on paper because they mean a different thing. So here we have Bambi with thumper and flour. Which one sounds like it's an ingredient? Flour. We'll need 1 cup of all-purpose flour for this recipe. And thank you for the flowers, by the way, flour. They're lovely. All right. Riddle number 8. I am a compound word found before baby, shack, and cube. It is sugar. Sugar, baby, sugar, shack, sugar, cube. And we'll need 1 tablespoon of sugar for this recipe. Riddle number 9. I'm a 2-word ingredient. Rhymes with faking chowder. It is baking powder. We'll need 1 teaspoon baking powder for this recipe. In riddle number 10, you sprinkle me, and I rhyme with fault, malt, and halt. What am I? It's salt, and we need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Yep, you got it for this recipe. All right, riddle number 11. I am the thing that they call mellow yellow. Just do it. It's butter. Just butter it. And so we need 2 tablespoons of cold butter for this recipe. Riddle number 12. I am the thing that comes from a cow. So pilk is not my ilk. What am I? It's milk. It's plain old milk. We need a 1/2 cup whole milk for this recipe. Riddle number 13. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. And we'll need vanilla ice cream for this recipe. Okay, so Venus, you can ask me, what does this make? This is the recipe for a delicious apple peach cobbler. Deer love eating apples and deer love eating peaches. I don't know if you knew that, but it's a fact. I looked it up. So here's how to prepare this Bambi-inspired dessert. 1, peel and slice your peaches. If this is your first time tackling a peach cobbler recipe, you're going to be a little bit surprised by how picky peaches are. So firstly, you need to get rid of the pit prior to peeling your peaches, which will make them far too slippery to handle. So slice around the peach lengthwise and grasp each half of the peach, twisting it to separate it. Then remove the pit and begin to slice and peel. And next, you combine the ingredients. First, you combine the sliced peaches, cornstarch, and the sugar and pour them into a greased 13 by 9 inch baking dish. Then in another bowl, combine the flour, egg yolk, butter, baking powder, sugar. Fold in the egg whites, spread the topping mixture over the peaches, or plop down mounds of the topping in biscuit-like shapes if you're a stickler for tradition. Next, bake until it's bubbly. You've got to watch it through the glass, see if it's bubbling. Your cobbler needs to bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes or until it's bubbly and your biscuit crust is golden brown. If desired, serve with ice cream or whipped cream on top. I would do both. Hey, I would do both. Now, chef's tips. If you sure you can make a cobbler with canned peaches too, but you have to drain the peaches of any syrup and use the same amount of peach material as the recipe asks for. The end result will be softer, but this method will work in a pinch. And don't forget about frozen peaches. These frozen fruits will also work in a peach cobbler, and you don't even need to defrost them before you stir them into the mixture for baking. So that cuts through a lot of time. Well, that's all she wrote, Msoul. Kendall Lover, thank you for making some guesses. I'm sorry there were so many riddles for you, but I just couldn't leave us without a full Bambi-worthy meal. So do let me know in the comments if you tried any of these recipes, especially the fried bark. I want to know what you think. And have a fantastic rest of your day out there. This is Venus Callida ending an episode of Riddle Me Din Din, the Bambi edition. This also ends the last full 3-course menu meal Riddle Me Recipe Blitz for June for the Disney-inspired meals. We may come back to this theme later in the year, but we're going to give it a break for now and start exploring some new ideas. So, Kendall Lover, is there anything you wanted to chat about before I go offline today, or are you all good over there? Do you think you'll try any of these recipes? I found the edible bark the most interesting thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head offline right now, and I think that I might come back and do a little bit of gaming, just unscheduled gaming, and I may do that here, or I may go on over to the other side. I was kind of feeling like I want to play the Plants vs. Monsters game that's inside of the regular World of Warcraft, so instead of the beta, I may come in and do that just because. You got nothing? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to log off here, give me about 15 minutes to refresh myself, powder my nose, so to speak, have some water, hydrate, because my tongue is so dry, it feels like glue almost. And then I'm going to come back, I'm gonna do some gaming, just gamer girl unscheduled gamer time, here for us. And I want to explore. I just want to do Plants vs Zombies in the regular. I might bring in I might just do a whole bunch of that. And I think I'm gonna do it on the Twitch side. Have you followed me to Twitch at all? Do you ever go on Twitch? Was that you this morning on Twitch with me? I'm just so thirsty today. Wow. Okay, well, anyways, I think I'll do it on the Twitch side. And then, yeah, I'm going to do that. And it's just going to be Plants vs. Zombies, the one that's embedded inside of WoW. I've been wanting to do that. And this week later on Thursday, oh no, you've never been over there? Okay, no problem. Yeah. And on this Thursday, we can do some Roblox together if you want. We'll do some Roblox. All right. Have a great night, Ken Lover. I'm glad that you came out and spent some time with me today. Thanks for keeping me company. Okay, no problem. Just keep an eye out on my community tab here. I'll be back on YouTube officially on Thursday for Gamer Night. And I may tuck in another tuck in and chill, more ghost stories for Friday night. And I'll see you then. Oh, it's also Venus Callida. I use the same name on both. I'm now, as of this week, I'm now in TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch because I'm trying to find more followers so that I can monetize. I don't put a show schedule anywhere but for here in YouTube. YouTube is my main, and that's where I'm comfortable, but I am trying to expand a little and see if I can grab more of a crowd. So that's why I've got to split my time a little bit now. But my schedule, I'll always hold to the schedule for YouTube. So if you look up Venus Callida in Twitch, you'll find me there. I'm using the same name. I may or may not have a space between Venus and Callida, but the C will be capitalized. Callida. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to log out here. I'm going to give myself a 15-minute little break. I'm going to set up, and I'm going to come back on Twitch side because I want to play Plants vs. Zombies Blizzard style. All right. See you next time, Kendall, and or Kendall Lover, and I'll talk to you later. Have a great night out there. Bye.